Umoja, unity. This is Kwanzaa 2021. And who would have believed that again this year we would be sharing this season with each other virtually. But those are the times that we're in. We have struggled to figure out how to be community when we couldn't even be next to each other in a room. Or if we are in a room, we've got to have 2 seats between us. Difficult times. But as I think about you, our children, I'm so proud of you. Because in many ways, you have led the way for us. You've shown us what we needed to do to be connected. You had to teach some of us how to do it through technology. But all the time you have been there, and some of you have risen through the mire of all of this, and you are standing tall as leaders, not just within your age group, but within our community as a whole. So I'm so proud of you. We think of you, and I know that the ancestors are smiling on you, and they will continue to smile on you. We're going to light the first candle for this year for Umoja, for unity. And we're going to think of you every day of the year and remember the challenge, but also remember the triumph that you are going to create for us. Umoja. Ashe. And stars above that shine so bright. The mystery of the fading light that shines above our caravan.
2021. The message is still in the music. And tonight I am thankful for a few minutes to share from this heart to your heart. As I would normally do, let me say, elders, may I have your permission to proceed? Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum, Hotep, Barigani, Umoja, that is correct. The international theme for 2021 is practicing Kwanzaa and the 7 principles, ensuring the well-being of the world. Tonight, Kwanzaa all around the world, in this year of 2021, is celebrating its 55th anniversary. And for that reason, we must intentionally remember and reaffirm its liberational origins in struggle. First of all, we must give our continuous gratitude to a graduate student of UCLA who, while working on his doctorate, received, conceived, and birthed the principles and this celebration in the crucible of Black Power movement of the mid-1960s. That graduate student was Maulana Kareem. He was the one who developed the African value system. He created it. It is, and it still is, the Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles. The practice of these principles was directed toward a constant striving and struggling for the good in the world, and while stressing interrelatedness, togetherness, caring, cooperation, and yes, collaboration, which perfectly leads us to the principle of this first day, Umoja. Obarigani! Umoja. This first principle of Umoja speaks to our need to develop and sustain a sense of oneness, righteousness, which I always call the right use of consciousness, and rightful togetherness in our small and large circles, as well as in the significant relationships in our lives, between family and friends, between neighbor and community, between earth and the cosmos. It urges us to practice a principled and peaceful togetherness rooted in mutual respect, justice, care, and concern, security for others as well as each individual person, and equitably sharing of the goods, making all things better. It also calls for us to stand in solidarity with the oppressed and suffering and struggling people around the world. We are to cooperate in achieving this universal good. How? Together. As we embrace and engage and practice unity, it will ensure our collective well-being in our communities as we continue to navigate through this pandemic journey. And brothers and sisters, what a journey this has been. We have made it because we have practiced Umoja. Practicing Umoja and all the 7 principles of the Nguzo Saba must become a 365-day, 24/7 life application, daily experience. I am because you are. Ubuntu. This emotion, this unity, begins where? Within. Where there is power of agreement between the mouth, the thoughts, and our actions, there is unity within. When we're united internally, then we can become united externally. Unity within begins with vertical unity between you and your Creator. Once that is in place, we can develop authentic horizontal umoja, horizontal unity with each other as brothers and sisters. Dr. Karenga would have us to remember and encourage us as we go forth to reaffirm the urgency and the accuracy of our ancestors' description of our duties. He says that our ancestors are speaking to us now, and that duty is simply this: to know our past and to honor it, to engage our present and improve it, to imagine a whole new future and forge to make it the most ethical and effective and expansive for all involved. This Kwanzaa of 2021, let's walk gently together, act justly, and relate rightly for the unity of our world and then locally in our communities. Abarigane, Umoja, and we say, Heriziza Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa to everyone. The message is still in the music. Sign of the Times, take it away.
There has never been a time quite like this. We've got to figure out how to stand by each other when we're locked in our own homes. We got to be able to stand with each other on a spiritual basis. We got to dig deep, y'all, and figure out what the ancestors have been saying to us all the time. We are one. So it doesn't matter if we have to be at home right now. No matter where we are, no matter what is going on, we are standing on those shoulders as one community, and we will stand. When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we can see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't Jefferson. Grandma says sometimes you just have to moan. When the night has come and the land is dark, all mountains crumble to the sea. I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Wherever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Stand
Yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
You know, we have our own kind of joy, and it runs through our veins. It's because we know, innately, we know where we come from. You may not know all the names, you may not know all of the countries on the continent, you might not even know the country, the land, the geography that you come from. But you know that those are ancestors out there that are holding you together. Those chosen people who had to come across those waters to these shores. And no matter what they throw at us, we still stand. Because we are strong people. You know, if we ever needed to understand and own what it means to be black, not sort of kind of black, not a little bit black, not almost black, black. The kind of black that you got nothing and you still make something out of it and have enough left over to give it to your neighbor who has less than you do. And because your community, he or she doesn't even have to ask you for it. You know she needs it, you just give it to her. If you don't know anything about that time, about being that kind of black, then ask your great-grandma if you've got her with you, or your great-granddaddy. And if you don't have them, then find that person in your church, in your mosque, down the street, that's that kind of old, and ask them what it was like. Ask them how they got through the last time, so they can tell you how to get through this time, and still be whole, and still be a community. Yeah. Time is short and precious. Your lips warm and luscious. You don't have to wear false charms. 'Cause when I hold you in my hungry arms, leave you black for me. Leave you black for me. Your hair is short and crinkly. Your body's strong and stately. You don't have to search and roam. I've got all your love at home. Leave you black for me. Leave sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of faith that the dawn has taught. Sing a song full of the hope the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is one. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over the day and tears have been drawn. We have come treading a path of blood and slaughter. Out of the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is past. God of our wearies, God of our silent tears, thou who has brought us thus far on our way, thou who has by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in your path, we pray. Bless our feet, straighten up the places not remain. Let our heart drum with the lion of the world again. Shadow beneath thy hand, till now we never stand. True